515 Global Energy presenta
Hey guys, stop coming here, CEO Webinar.
CEO Webinar. Cambia la tua vita con 515.
Chapter K, CEO Webinar time. So guys, I want to start off with a huge thank you. It's like everything is coming back to life. I gotta tell you, I've been working with Guadagni, Linda, and Simon, and Jimmy, and just all the different people, your president, all the different people. We've been working our guts out, and it's making a difference, guys. In the last 10 days, it's went from night to day. Huge. And we found some things out, and it's like, I tell you, really a lot of been in communication with Martino as well. Everyone, Guadagni and I got on the phone with a lot of you, had a huge Zoom call, got a chance to share a lot of things going on, but you can feel it. You can take a pulse and you can feel whatever was happening the last 3-4 months, canceled. Now, everyone is back to life, back to work, and my goodness, it is, you can sense it, guys, you can sense it. So go over here, let's go over the things. I mean, the recruiting's up. We had 6 people that brought in a couple sparks. We had, 5 that got 3 sparks. We had Paolo Gentili got 5 sparks. And then Nicola Lamenti got 6 sparks. Fantastic. And then again, the guys out there promoting Italian Gasaluce, boom, back up again. Black ink, baby. So we had 10 people who got 3 new customers, 4 who got 4, 5 who got 6 plus. And then Antonella Mancino got 7. And then we have Paolo Gentili got 8. So there you go. What we have? Paula Gentili, when did she come in here? I saw her, this name here. There you go. She had 5 sparks and got 8 accounts. That's what I'm talking about, Paula. That's what I'm talking about. Paolo, sorry about that. Paolo. So really good, guys. We had Watt game winners. We had 6 plus game winners. We had spark winners, just back and forth. We had a spark game winner, and this is the part where I really like this, where we had, this is a Angelica Tiziana, Rico Bono, Angelica, the fact that I got your first name right, I'm very happy. But I just read this right, I'm going over here, you can probably see a picture of her. So she's been working. It's really beautiful because she helps with children in school who have disabilities. So that's very sweet, love. That's very sweet. She has 2 degrees. She went to the university, got 2 degrees. But here's the problem. It's like her income nowhere near to be what it needs to be. So she's trying to deal with this, right? And she, this is why she came into 515. She already worked in the energy sector. And guys, this is why I told you about this spark game. She's worked in these other companies before, and she ended up getting scammed. She wrote it in this thing. This is what the interview was like. There's so much fraud out there, and she finally got 515, goes, look, I'm going to give it a try. And then sure enough, she comes in there. She did a little bit of work, got a little bit of money, did a little bit more work, got some more money, right? So this is the beautiful thing about what we do. We're not here to, try to take advantage of the associates. They do the work, they get the money, right? And so that's really incredible. Then we had Antonio, I don't know how to say the last name, spark game winner. Here we go. Runs a business, him and a friend of his. They're in the telephone and internet services. And, it's just interesting. He just looking for a new game, right? This is a guy, this hardworking guy. And this is what matters, that we talk to. Here we go, from a school teacher to a business owner, right? And he saw our video on social media, And then Ivan Gasway, talked to him, and he decided that, look, I want to start the 515 career. And, this is really, really cool, just brand new on it. And, this is an interesting thing. What he's looking for is time and money. This is one of the big traps with owning your own business. I know, I own many of them. It sucks your time down, man. Now, it's true, I get a lot of money, but this is the point here. He's looking for this balance to where you can earn the kind of money that I'm going to talk to you about, but still have time. And this is the part which is so valuable to people. So we have here now Antonella Mancino, again, one of the top recruiters that we have here. So Antonella had 7 new sparks this week. Again, she works in the hospital, or what would you call it, medical area, taking care of elderly people, which is very, that's got to take a lot of nerve, Antonella. That's challenging. And, she wants to come up here and she's looking to get, succeed in this work and get a steady income, right? And she's already made over $1,100 or euros in 515. And it's, again, the stability of money, the stability of cash, okay? This would allow her to face life with more tranquility and confidence. It's the truth, guys. Remember I talk about the weekly money. This is to take, Antonella will continue to do her day job and get whatever she gets, but in the few hours a day she puts in the 515, she can change the quality of her life now, right now, like in 1 week, and week after week after week. She can get anywhere from a few hundred to $400, $500, $600 euros a week, okay? And that changes the quality of her life instantly. And when those residual incomes kick in, and wait till I go over the list here, that makes all the difference in the world, baby. All the difference in the world. And her biggest dream is to treat herself for a vacation in a warm country. There, I totally know what you're talking about. I've been to many of them, and I've been in some of the most amazing resorts and on some of the most incredible chartered yachts. It is worth keep that dream alive, dear. Keep that dream alive, because to go to these beautiful places, it's everything, and you deserve it, sweetheart. You deserve it. Here we come up here. We got another Spark winner. We've got Fabrizio Lorino, and he works in the farm dairy area, but he just, again, want more financial stability. And this is what we have here to offer is you do the work, because I can guarantee if he's in the dairy business, he's got to work his fingers to the bone, right? And here he gets the financial statement. He wants to travel, okay, and we want to see this as a pass for a real chance to do both. And my friend Fabrizio, you can do both. You can have that here, okay? And he wants to support his children. It's incredible, right? And here we have Claudia. Not going to try that last name, Claudia, but you won the Watt game. And so this is it's funny. It's interesting where she came across this opportunity at a time of her life when she's been searching for a new career path that could represent real growth, both personally and professionally. And this is exactly what 515 is. You'll have to expand your horizons, your skills, your knowledge. But man, then you also get that you grow as a person and you grow as your income. This is the way it works, right? I'll go into that more. But this is, again, she wants financial and mental freedom. She wants the stress out of her life. She wants to be able to know that she's doing something on purpose and free from any constraints. Okay. Yeah. I mean, Claudia, you do need to work. I mean, 515 does require work, right? But it's not that 9 to 5 job Monday through Friday. You do get to work at your hours, but you do have to do the work. That's for sure, right? So let's go over here. This is the week of residuals. I love this week. We had some of the new people here. Antonio Passanti, a Watt made 190 euros this week. Fantastic. It's like the very first check. So Antonio went out there, did whatever he did, became a watt, and got it. And this very first check in the mail is going to be for 190 euros. Same thing with Ricardo Greco, a watt. And this is his very first pay. He's going to get 210 euros. So that's very, 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 very cool. And then we have Paolo Gentili pulled in an extra 212 euros. Oh, you know what I'm seeing here? This is the first week of the new year. So this total shows all the money that everybody's going to be, whatever you got this week is you're going to be in your year to date. So I don't know what we have here for Paulo and Ricardo, if they made money in the last week of 2025. It doesn't show up on this report. So, but anyway, very well done, guys. Very, very, very well done, and super happy for you. And now we come up here with our veterans, and it's just incredible. Here we have fantastic amount of people who made, like Alessio Ferdini, a group leader, made 389 euros this week. Marco Baronti, 380 euros this week. Here we come, our Alessandro Greco, 332 euros this week. Coming up here, Eldamo, haven't seen him in a while, 524 euros this week. Ciro Morante came in at 571 euros this week, and starting to get a kick on the residuals. That's where, like on Eldamo, he made 472 euros from his residuals, right? So he's been doing 515 for a couple of years, and here it comes where this young man, he goes ahead, and him and his wife, they just pulled up another 570 euros. And I'll tell you something, I can promise you it was part-time. So this is very, very cool to see this happening here, all right? And then we have Ivan Jesway. Now we come up here, he popped for, he's a group leader, and he made 346 euros in residuals, and plus for a total of 678 euros for the week. See what I'm talking about? You start doing that. If he makes on average 300 to 400 euros a week, 500 euros a week, he can make that 1,500 to 2,000. Then you top it off with the residual week. You now get into the 2,500, the 3,000. This is how you change your life, guys. This is how it's done, right? So here's another one. Laura Mori, she's a geometra, right? And Laura's been with us for quite a while, right? And she's a group leader, and here she pulled in $620, and 570 of it came from residuals. Again, this is beautiful money here, guys, because every time someone turns on the light, everybody makes a little bit of money, right? And this is what you're seeing happening here. Now, Viola, she made 760 euros. Fuad, now he kicked it out here, if I could get this right. He got 852 euros this week. Now we have Gabriele Nantellini, 1,088. Fantastic, right? And the mass majority of that came from residual income, all right? Claudio Ottomelli came in at 1,167 euros. He made 342 euros in residual income this week. So he's slaying it, right? Moving up here, Alessandro Bernonti, 1,401 euros this week. And you had, again, the most of that came from residuals. I think Nicola Stella came in at 2,065 euros this week. And she's been across the board making money, but I would say about 1,300 of it came from residual income. So there's a beautiful way I'm talking about here, guys. She came in there and she works her little fingers to the bone every day, every week. And here she made in just 1 week, 2,065 euros. I'm telling you something, we know for the average Italian, that's a great monthly pay. And I know that Nicola is probably managing, I don't have all the data in front of me, but probably on an average another 300 to 400 euros every week. And with all the things that we've got going on, that's going to start jumping up like crazy, right? And then Luca Garino, he came in here, got this here, 2,527 euros. And he made it probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 144 euros from his downline, got 150, so like $300 came from the day-to-day work, right? So he made another 300 for his weekly work, and then he gets the total of another 2,200 in residual income, all right? Unbelievable. Martino Spera came in here, right here, 3,300 euros first week of the year. Oh man, that's so cool, Martino. And again, that came back. He is mostly residuals. And now, this is what's really exciting. He made 195 euros off of associates that are so far down in his downline, because we go forever. He'll never ever meet these guys. It's amazing. I'm very, very pleased on that, to see another person getting in the generational residuals, right? Now we have Francesco Novali. He made 4,566 euros, okay? And I can tell that, let's see how that goes here. Yep, the mass majority of that came from residual income, including generational residuals, which is super, super cool. Luigi Arola came in at 7,000, call it 8,000 euros, right? And again, a lot of it from his residuals, 788 from his generational residuals, and then he gained a couple hundred euros off his downline for their weekly production. Awesome on that. And then the big dog this month, again, Gani McCoy, 14,384 euros for the first week of the year. How about starting that off with a big bang? And of course, the mass majority of that came from residual income. Really, really super exciting, guys. Super, super exciting. So now, God, that just like blows my mind. That's the first week, first pay for the new year. What a way to start the year. So again, from Linda in Associate Services. So you have the Christmas booster. It goes to this Sunday, right? Today is Wednesday, so it goes up to Sunday. And anyone who registers in 515 and becomes a watt can earn up to 150 euros. Guys, use it to motivate these people, right? We had 10 more people graduate the 515 Academy, which is mission critical, right? Then I had this, like I said, last Friday. I was trying to remember what day it was. Gani got on the phone with about 30 people, something like that. It was a like good group of individuals all over Italy. And we're really shared a lot of thoughts and all the things we have going on. And I mean, I can tell you that Jim is the president, and his whole crew over there at the home offices are working their fingers to the bone, making things go better. Gani is being a true leader of the network. And actually what we have, and he's been working at the home office, and him and a whole marketing crew are actually going over from the main office into network expansion. And they're actually going to be doing all the marketing for you right there in network expansion office in Pietrasanta. So they're close to what it is that you guys do for a living. They're not in some building that's detached. They're going to be in your world. They're going to be with all these associates that show up every day who are actually pounding the hook, and they're going to be hearing what's going on, learning what's going on, so they can respond to what your life is like immediately. And it's going to be incredible. I'm really, really super excited about that. Huge change, because the quality of the leads are going up, 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 up. And I'll tell you something, we're shooting to get back. You need to know this. There was a time where we got associates doing 2 to 3 new sparks every day. Guys, I'm talking about 6, 7, 8, 9 sparks a week, right? I mean, it's a lot of work, but it's also a lot of money. And we're going to get back to those glory days, all right? So really, seriously, you got to set for yourself a minimum of 5 new sparks a week. We had, where am I at here? You know, this week alone, we had top recruiters. So we had 5 people who did 3, and then we had Paulo who did 5, and then we had Nicola who did 6. I mean, guys, they worked hard. I'm not going to pretend that there was anything other than good old-fashioned hard work. But if you work hard and you work smart, you're going to win. You're going to win. Okay? Linda also wanted me to tell you that starting this week, right? Basically, what's going to do is they're changing around how we do the online training structure. So on Mondays is going to be the 5:15 opportunity presentation. So no matter where you're at in Italy, north, south, middle, whatever, right? You'll be able to bring someone and have a predictability on Monday nights during the day of Monday. I don't exactly know what time, but that'll be all on your portal, that you could bring someone there that they can tell you, they can explain the 5:15 business opportunity to your prospects. Brilliant, right? Then on Tuesday, they have Nicole Stella and Alessio, and they're going to be doing hands-on training. Like, how do you call someone up on the phone? How do you pick the phone? How do you talk to someone? How do you bring them through and get them to become associates? So I'm telling you guys, these guys are pro, and this is on every Tuesday. They're going to be doing that. Then on Wednesday, it's going to be focused on the energy market, basically trying to fill in any blanks or like, yeah, but how does that work? And why is it like this? And, you know, just get your knowledge, because your customers might ask you questions, and it's important that you know. It's not like the end of the world if you don't. You can always find out. But this is on Wednesday night, focus on the energy market and making sure that, you know, whatever questions you have that you get from your customers, how do you answer them, okay? And then on Thursday, again, 5:15 business opportunity. This is where, again, you saw on Monday night, on Thursday night, twice a week, predictable, that you could bring someone to this to be able to start getting them introduced to 5:15, the business opportunity, and how they can go ahead and make their dreams come true. And it's rocking. So we've got all this beautiful stuff going on, a lot of reorganizations. We found some things that happened that we just went, why the hell? How come I didn't know about that? You know, just guys, you think that you want to become wealthy. You want to get where you want your life, your whole thing to be perfect. I'm going to assure you, and I've done this myself, things go up like this, and then you get a dip. And then you go, okay, what happened? What changed? What occurred? Okay, you find out, you figure out, and then you get it going back again, all right? It's part of life. You think that forever, that you're just gonna have everything get better, 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 better forever. I've never lived in that life. I've never lived a life like that. So this is something where, you know, it's disappointing when it happens, but it's not like shocking. It's not like, wow, never saw that coming. It does occur, but it's like you're part of a group. Then when they do see something go like that, they go, what's going on? What's happening? What's going on? It's not okay. What changed? What occurred? And then we find it, we fix it, we own it, okay? And that's the big difference between us and other companies. We don't go, it's his fault, it's his fault. No, Jim and I own the company. It's our responsibility. We own it, okay? And then it's where it starts and then where it stops. We own it. And so we've got a lot of great things going on. We have some things we've been working on that we can't wait to share with you when they come to fruition. But until this time, you know, guys, just get to work, start building that first line, building that second line, get in there and make money this week. Make money this week. This is the one thing you control this week. Get people enrolled, get their accounts, put money in your pocket, and then teach them how to do that. But do it for yourself first. Make that happen. Woo! Okay, man, I'll see you next week. And until then, 5:15 forever, baby.